This is a Starburst. This one happens to be the Starburst 48 with the aluminum channel, but this works the same on either the Starburst sizes and with the EMT version as well. The center mount is buried in here. It's hard to see through all the pixels, but because of the density of the pixels, you just can't get around to do the normal zip tie method. So the way it is attached is with a bolt that goes through the prop. As you can see, I have it painted here. I have a bolt with a washer. I believe that's a fender washer on that one. And it just sits in between the pixels and goes all the way through the prop, through the hole in the mount, because the mount has that hole that accepts the 1/4 inch bolt, and then it's secured with a nut. In this case, because it's an aluminum channel, there's no place for a washer, so it's just the nut. If I were doing this on the PVC, I'd probably use a washer. So the way this works, if you're doing it with, especially we're talking about the EMT version, which is most popular, which will use the 1/2 inch PVC cross in the center here, is the best way I go about doing this is to actually center the mount on here. The text on the mount will read right side up. So the text on it will read right side up because these things, depending on the version, especially I know on the Starburst 48, it is not symmetrical. So the holes only line up when the text is reading correctly, straight up and down. So you'll center that on here on the opening. And then I recommend just using that 1/4 inch drill and drill through the mount through the coral. So now you'll go all the way through to the front of the coral, and then you'll take your PVC cross and you want to just drill right through the center of the PVC cross as well with that. Now when you run the EMT through here with the bushings, is once you put the bushings in here, the EMT will fit snugly, and you can decide which section you want to run continuously. So you can run either the vertical section continuously or the horizontal section continuously through here. So once you'll do that, you can also mark where it will go through the EMT and drill through the EMT with that same 1/4 inch bit. So then when it's all assembled, this PVC cross will sit directly on top of the mount, and you will run the bolt. So you'll have the bolt from the front, the washer that will feed through the prop. Then you will sit this on top of the mount, run the EMT through it, and the bolt will go straight through the EMT, through the cross, and then you can secure it with a washer and nut, or just a nut on the back of it, and that'll hold everything securely. And then you can put the opposite side, whether that's the horizontal or vertical, whichever one you're not going to run continuously through, then you can just connect that through. Always a good idea to also put a screw through that section that is not continuous, just to make sure that doesn't work its way out of here. So that's it. That is how you would do it with the Starburst 48 or 60 with the center mount.